Hey everyone, we're back with another What Sold Out of the Office. It is a couple days after our last video. Kathy has, another 20 or so, 22 items?
2 days worth, so we're trying to ship Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Yeah.
Always, but...
Yeah.
Just jump right in.
I gotta be honest, this is like the fourth time we've tried starting this video. The kids are downstairs, the dog's trying to get treats, there's dirt bikes going back and forth.
Which we didn't make the dog leave. He decided to leave himself, but he might come back at some point.
He'll probably come up and beg in a minute. But if we sound a little frustrated, it's because we're trying to get this video out because we have stuff to do today.
So yeah, the stuff on the table here are like newly listed items that already sold, so they didn't... Like this bag I just pulled from storage. These are the things that didn't make it to storage yet, which is always kind of nice. Just already selling within a couple days. First off, these, sounds like Reese might make his way back up. These Dance Go, like a Mary Jane clog, bought for $12.50 just last weekend, I think. And they sold for $45. That was an offer someone sent me on Posh. I was happy to accept.
Okay.
A nice little flip. I did sell these Hey Dudes, which I still love selling this brand. It doesn't sell for like a super lot, but it usually sells really fast. Mm-hmm. These ones sold probably within 2 days of being listed. So I paid $12.99, which is kind of a lot, knowing they sell usually $30 to $40. This pair sold $34.76 plus ship, but I more than doubled my money in just a couple days, so I love that.
Yeah.
These UFOs, I think we relisted these on our live last Thursday, so... First off, we have a live on Thursdays.
That's right.
If you want to come check that out.
8 p.m. Mountain Time.
Yeah. Secondly, I had mentioned on the live, like these were technically a return on eBay, although... So the buyer like messaged saying that they didn't fit on like their old pair of UFOs or whatever, even though they're the same size. The buyer did not ask or say like they want to return. They just kind of like saying they didn't fit. Mm-hmm. So I'm like...
Like, did you sense they were fishing for...
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sure they were just seeing what I would say. I don't know that they were necessarily fishing for the return. Maybe they wanted a full refund or partial refund. I don't know. But I don't want to, like, go back and forth with them. So, like, in my head, I'm just like...
To avoid all that, you kind of just...
And I don't want to, like... I don't want them to open up a claim or anything, even if it's a normal return.
Yeah.
So, anyways, I just said, I'll take them back. I'll send you the label and I'll refund your info when I get them back. So... Got them back, and then they sold again. So listed last Thursday, they sold probably a couple days ago. $34.76 plus ship, but I originally paid $7.99, and then I'm out kind of shipping both ways for the first sale. So I'd say I'm out now probably around $20, and they sold for $34.76. So not a lot of profit, but not losing money if I just would have refunded him in the first place, the first buyer.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know. That's what I did.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's right or wrong. We don't really get, people say, why don't you talk about your returns more? But honestly, we don't really get any because we don't have returns on. That doesn't stop people from sometimes saying doesn't fit or something as a return request. But I decline those.
We decline things that don't fit. Yeah. Obviously, in the case of you making a mistake in listing, you have to take that return, even if you don't accept it, which
we do.
Is, the right thing.
So rarely. I want to say like last year, maybe like 4 times a year. So... I mean, it's not like something I'm going to quit my business over. Right. So, yeah.
He could have technically said, hey, these are defective or whatever. Yeah. And that, in turn, whether or not that's true, would cause a negative mark on our account, right?
Yeah, so I felt that the buyer was just like trying to see if I was going to be nice or whatever to begin with and then go from there debating if they want to open the return or not. They had a lot of feedback, so they were clearly, they had items in their store too. So they're a seller, Yeah. They could have just been being like a nice, like, what can we do here? I think they realize I don't accept returns. Right. So they were trying to figure out what to do. And
honestly, I much prefer that kind of interaction than, just getting a boom. These were some blatant lie as far as an INAD, right? Which has happened in the past too.
It doesn't bug me when they're like, hey, you said this was excellent and it's missing something. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
Right.
But when I'm like, you're lying. Those are the ones. But you can't help it. And even if you accept returns, they could still do that, like, especially if you, like, charge... Like, if I accept returns, it would be buyer pays return shipping. And if they don't want to pay return shipping, they're still going to open an INAD. So it doesn't really stop people from doing... If a person's willing to lie, they're going to lie no matter what. So that's how I feel. That's why I don't accept returns. Yeah. I don't feel like I would get enough more sales to make up for it.
Right, and that's the thing. I know you're trying to keep going on, but we do get this this conversation a lot.
It's a hot topic for sure.
It is.
I'm not saying you shouldn't accept returns.
Right. Don't take this as this is the right way or even the wrong way. This is just how we do it. And that's what this channel really is about, how Kathy does her own reselling.
You guys
so
see how many sales I still make.
Right.
We've showed on some of our lives. Look, this is literally how many return requests we've even gotten. We declined all these ones. We accepted these two. Like,
we're not convinced that at this stage in the business, this could change tomorrow, okay? But we're not convinced that accepting returns would make us any more or less or whatever.
And even if it did, it wouldn't be enough.
Yeah.
And even that fee, like you do get a little bit of a lower fee, like 10% more off your final values if you accept, well, if you do free returns, I think. And to me, that's not worth it. Like if I'm making $6,000, let's say on eBay, that's only 600. Like it's just not worth it for me. Might be for you.
Right. It might be for you. So investigate this situation in your own, in your own business and however you want to act.
Let us know what you think if you want to leave a comment. But be respectful to other people who leave comments. All right. I did sell these little Nike Air Max. These are the 270s, but like a youth size. So if you find these in adult size, they sell pretty well, like 70 to $100. Youth size, I'd say 30 to 50. These ones are kind of missing all their little aglets, like every single one of them. So
a mouse got to them? I'm just kidding.
A kid didn't tie their shoes and ran around the side.
Yep.
But so I paid $750 for these. I think I listed them at like $39 just due to condition and got it off for the first day for $30. So I accepted that. $750 into $30. Happy with that.
Yeah. Easy fix with shoelaces. If they want to.
So these I also actually it was a bundle. So those ones didn't make it to storage, and then these ones were at storage. Actually relisted these on our live last Thursday, I think, too. So these are Zero sandals, which I listed probably last summer or something, and then a buyer asked me a question. Hello.
He's like, am I gonna get a meatball yet?
A buyer asked me, I think I had them listed as Z Trail or something. Like that's what I thought the model was based on like a Google Lens search that I did. And he's like, I thought these were the Z Trek. Are they? And I just didn't have time to like look all that up right now. And then I was worried that either he would buy them and then like maybe do an iNet, or someone else would buy them and do the same thing later. So at that minute I just delisted them, and then they sat delisted for like months. Finally got them relisted last Thursday, and they already sold along with these. Yeah, these are Zero barefoot sandals. I got these at a Goodwill for just 99 cents.
Wow.
I think because they didn't know what they were. And then these are Vivo barefoot, which me and Chris picked up on a date night a week or so ago. And these are in rough shape, like almost all of the rubbers kind of, it's not like really peeling apart, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you could put some glue if that bothers you. They're not, I'm confident the person can wear these all summer at least and not have them come apart.
Yeah.
Just like separation for that reason.
Which you disclose and all that. So yeah.
A little bit low. I listed them fair condition and things like that. So anyways, on Posh, someone bundled these both and offered $90. So I had $7.99 into these, $1 into those. So really great sale.
Very nice.
Barefoot shoes are really in right now. Okay, the rest of that storage. First up, this is a nice little sale. And we were at the eye doctor. We did our exams yesterday. So
you might have noticed I didn't have my glasses on.
I know a lot of people have been commenting, Kathy, you don't wear glasses anymore? I still wear glasses. I just been wearing my contacts because my glasses keep falling on my face. Like I'm sure if you've watched any of our videos, I'm pushing them up like 24/7. And the lenses were just super scratched, which I didn't think it had been this long. But when we went, he's like, last time I saw you in 2020. I was like, oh, okay, well, glad we got here finally. So yeah, this sale came in while I was there, which was awesome. Some Echo Yak Gore-Tex boots for women. These are in great shape. I mean, they're white, so they have a couple scuffs, but like they look like they've probably been worn once.
Yeah.
If I wore, these were my size, and I tried them on, and they were really nice. I just don't like go hiking.
You don't go outside.
I don't, yeah.
Especially in the snow.
Yeah. I go to the gym inside the air-conditioned building. I don't really like outside that much. So yeah, those are awesome. I did pay up for them at $16.99, but I accepted a $70 offer. So
wow,
really great sale.
Very good sale.
All right. Oh, this was another kind of weird thing that happened last night. I don't see those at the top of the bag.
All right, we'll save that one for later.
And then that one is part of why it's weird. Okay, so
I remember now. Yeah.
You remember?
Yeah.
It was just like a stressful label printing day. All right, I did sell these Skechers sandals. They are like a new wedge. I bought these for $9.99 and I set an offer of $24 plus ship on eBay. Buyer accepted, so about doubling my money there. Some Keds. It's like a chambray basic Ked sneaker. Bought for $8.99, sold for $23 plus ship. So $10-11 profit. That's what I consider like bread and butter type stuff.
Yeah.
And that's part of this. Sorry guys, I'm not like super organized with all these. I mixed up these two.
Oh.
Okay. I sold a lot of Skechers today, so well, these ones that I said I sold for $24, I didn't.
Oh.
These ones for $24. So these Skechers sandals bought for $9.99, sold for $24 plus ship. And then these Skechers wedge sandals sold on Posh for $31 with discount shipping. These ones I only paid $6.99 for, so a little bit better on that one.
Yeah.
Glad I noticed before
Yeah.
I shipped those out. Obviously, I would have had to notice.
Right.
Yeah. So.
Which, sometimes people have been concerned with how, like, we do the labels first and all that, and we've never really had any mislabeled package.
Never sent anyone the wrong package.
Right.
Like, we've never switched to or anything. The only worst thing that happened is, like, I had two of almost the exact same thing, and I sent the wrong one.
Right, yeah. But that was at the time of picking the item.
Yeah, it wasn't like swapping two people's orders.
Right.
It was just that I sent them the wrong thing, and then I got that one back and sent them the right thing. So
Yeah.
I think that was out of all these times that you would think I would have made a mistake.
You're pretty good at your job.
I try to be. I don't feel like I am. These Dansko Marylands, I paid up for these at $24.99, which does sound like a lot, but I just thought it was a really nice style. I've sold these before. They usually go for at least $50. I listed them high, I think at $79, and then the buyer got the Poshmark VA offer of $63 with discount shipping and accepted. So not quite doubling, but it was a little bit over $20 profit, which I think is great.
Awesome.
They sold in, I want to say like a week or so. So to me, that was worth it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Posh VA for the win.
Here. We just spread my labels out. This is actually a viewer sale. Went out to Paula, some men's Crocs, like a nice canvas slip-on. I bought these for $7.99. Paula bought them for $26.06.
Awesome.
Thank you so much, Paula.
Paula, thank you so much for the support. I hope you enjoy the Crocs.
Yes.
If you're not crocking, you're not rocking, right?
That's what you like to say.
I heard it once and I've said it like 100 times. I'm making it my thing.
Yeah.
Are you embarrassed yet?
I'm a little. More Skechers. So these Skechers, these are like a men's, I don't know, Oxford sneaker thing. Bought these from the bins, I think during Ben's Miss, $205 cost of goods into $31 with discount shipping. So not too bad.
Very nice.
Bins pickup. So these little toddler Toms, they have little dogs on them. When I googled the like style code, they were called Dog Days. So that was cute. Mint green, bought for $4, sold for $15. That was an offer someone sent. I accepted, so $15 minus Posh fee, it's like $12. So it's like an $8 profit.
Okay.
You looking at Reese?
Yeah.
Being his weird
He missed
stuff.
his bed.
All right. I sold these Nike kid cleats. I think in the last video I said, cleats are starting to sell right now. The kid ones usually sell around $20. So I usually pick them up for $5 or less. I paid $197 for these, sold them for $21.71 plus ship within just a couple of days of being listed.
Sweet.
So that's awesome. More Skechers. So these Skechers mules, bought these for $3.97 and sold for $23 plus shipping. Okay. The Ultras, I think we picked these up the same day as the Freebirds. So at that first stop at the Goodwill, I think I said these were the best find. And yeah, out of that
Stop.
day, at that stop. Obviously, we didn't know we were going to find the Freebirds yet. But I paid $10.99 for these Ultras and sold them on Posh for $71 with discount shipping within like a week or so.
Wow.
So, yeah. Love Ultras. They don't all sell for that much. These are like the trail version. So like the super
Like off-road.
Yeah. Some of the basic running ones are a lot less, but I still love the brand. It sells really well. So these Clark sandals for $26.06 plus shipping on eBay. I bought them at the bins, so $205 cost of goods. So this Carbon to Cobalt button down. This I got from the bin, so $1.01 cost of goods. I think it had, I don't know, it had something wrong with it, like a stain or something, which I disclosed. But for that reason, I just accepted an $8 offer to kind of move it along because, you know, I would have expected maybe 20 to 25 in good condition. So,
right.
Yeah, with the stain, I'm like, someone can have it for $8. I'm still making like $4.50 profit. That's fine.
Yep. Get that money, move it on out.
And then these Zaya leggings have been listed forever. I kind of stopped picking up this brand. I still have a few pieces left that I need to sell off, but yeah. For maybe a year or two ago, it was selling really fast for good money, over $30 every time. Now it's a very slow mover for me. I don't know enough about it to know like if there's certain pieces that do well, so I'm just kind of staying away from it pretty much, unless maybe I found it at the bins. But these I found at a normal Goodwill for $5.99, and I accepted a $25 offer finally. So maybe a decent little.
Yeah, and I think that's an important reminder. Like whenever you see these kinds of what solds, things can change. You know, if you're watching some of our older stuff, you might notice that some of the stuff that was selling really good back then is not selling as good anymore, or you know, vice versa.
Even like things like Hoka. I mean, Hokas are still great. Certain models do a lot better. Some of the basic ones only sell for like 30, where a year or so ago you probably could have got 60 in really bad shape even for anything. So.
Yeah, just remember to always check your comps for yourself, Reese. We're almost there. We're almost there. We had to put his meatballs up in the closet because he just kept sitting there begging it behind him.
No.
Reese, come on, let us finish up.
Go down. All right, so this is the weird thing that happened. Okay, so this buyer bought 2 of these, like they're the same item but just like separate colors, you know.
Right.
Both came with tags. These are retail arbitrage purchases for me. So they bought them separately, which isn't the weird part. That's fine. That happens all the time. Mm-hmm. Normally, then I just put them, you know, get the weight together, weigh them all, and just combine shipping and whatever.
Yeah.
So I had done that on the first order, thinking, okay, I'll just copy paste the tracking. And then when I went to do that, it was like, you cannot do that because this is a different buyer.
Yeah.
Which, you know, I had already checked that it's the same address, same person, everything like that.
You were looking at the guy's name and address. You weren't looking at the username, right?
Which then I realized he had no feedback. So I'm imagining he found these like through Google or something, doesn't actually have an eBay account, and just like bought
It's like a guest to check out or something.
Yeah, and so it assigned him 2 different usernames. Yeah. In which case I was not able to input this tracking from the first order onto the second order. Yeah. Which is a bummer because, well, first I had already paid for the 12-ounce label versus the 8-ounce label. In my head, I'm like, oh, cool, I'm just going to, you know, save $5 on shipping. Right. And then it's ending up costing me more because then I had already printed that label. And then I'm like, do I really want to go through all the hassle of like, yes, I could cancel that label. I'd get refunded for it and then do it the right way, as in just paying like, it was only like 70 cents or something different to like maybe $1 to print the 8-ounce label. Yeah. So I'm like, no, so it could have saved $1. There's no way you could have combined them, right? At least that we could figure out. Yeah, so that's what I was kind of gonna see if anyone's had this. I've never had it on eBay. You know, on Posh there's guest buyers, but you know, if they bought it separately on Posh, I'm just shipping it separate because Posh sends me the label. Right. On eBay, you get your own label, so I couldn't think of anything else to do other than now I have to ship them separately, which is a bummer. Yeah, has anyone ever had that happen? Like, yeah, it's almost like a guest buyer. Like, it looked like a legitimate username, but it had 0 feedbacks. And considering that he had 2 separate, it had to be something like that, where he didn't just go onto the eBay app and buy it that way. He had to find it some other place. Were the usernames similar at all? Yeah, it was like 1 number different at the end. Oh. So it was like he bought one and then found the other one and bought that one. Okay, that is interesting. So, yeah. Basically, they each sold for $21.71 plus shipping. So I'm about doubling my $8.92 cost of goods on both pairs. So. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of weird, but it's really not that big of a deal. It was just like, at the moment I was like, what do I do? What do I even do here? So it was also like 11 o'clock at night. We were trying to wrap up and
finish some things
I was
before we
trying
went down to go to
plan angles so
bed.
that I didn't have to do it today since the kids are home.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was just like, I can't anymore.
It's like, here's your last thing. Let's throw a wrench in it. So, all right. Well, that's everything that's gonna go out today. We'll go ahead and pack that stuff up. We'll get your meatball.
Alrighty.
And they're gone. All right. Thanks for being a good boy, Reese. Thank you. Even though you were kind of a bad boy the first 5 times. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get the stuff packed up, take it off to the post office. And that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for the support we had, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.